Good morning and happy Wednesday. I spent last evening thinking it was Wednesday, so I was way ahead of the game. I am here to share a midweek message with everyone. And when I was doing cards, I decided first to do a deck of cards by Washane Welch, who is local in Maine. He's in the Bangor Orono area. And I chose Take the High Road, which is an awesome card, and he did the photos himself. Awesome. And so I thought, I wonder, I wonder if that's the message that I'm thinking. And of course, I pulled with my angel cards, integrity. And so as I chuckled to myself, I just wanted to validate that that was the message we were receiving. Yes, it is important today to begin to assess if you are living with integrity for yourself. And living with integrity is about living up to your own set of values, not necessarily standards, because we can set standards. We can set the bar that is unreachable for ourselves, which guarantees that we will fail. But are you living up to your values? Are you living up to love? Are you living up to peace? Are you living up to honesty? And this can be a really challenging time because we've lived through so many ups and downs, and there is so much apparent unfairness in this world that it's really tempting to do something that is out of what our character is, that we might not normally do. But for some reason, if everybody else gets to, then maybe we should. Or there's no point in walking with integrity when everybody else is doing whatever. And at the end of the day, at the end of your life, the only thing that's going to matter is how well you lived, how well you followed your values. I spent a great deal of time in my first journey into actually living my integrity. Several years ago, 10, 15 years ago. And so I wanted to be honest and upfront with people. And if I was having a hard time with someone, I wanted to share it with them and not just bite behind their back. And I will tell you, it made people very uncomfortable. But when I walked away from situations, there was nothing left undone. There was nothing left unsaid. People knew where I stood. People knew what I thought, and there was no question. And so if things were misconstrued, I was able to feel very strongly that it was not, at least intentionally, on my part. Yes, we can miscommunicate. But the more honestly I live, the easier it is. The more I align with my values, the more peace there is. And then when things do not work out, it's easier to understand that perhaps they were not in our own best interest for a reason that we may or may not understand. Live with your integrity. Don't treat other people the way you would not want to be treated. Golden rule. Don't treat yourself the way you would not want others to treat you. Golden rule, revisit it a little bit. How often do we treat ourselves worse than we would treat anybody else? We self talk in a manner that we wouldn't talk to our worst enemy. And so that is a part of integrity. Live your values, live that passion. Get in touch with what is meaningful to you. I believe that most of us will find it is not in the stuff of life, it is in the experiences of life, it is in the sharing of the love and the joy of life. And when we begin to live that, things like boredom and uneasiness and feeling alone or abandoned do not occur so much because there's no fear about what we are doing with our lives. We are at peace and we're okay just being with ourselves. If you're having any issues making that happen or understanding this, I encourage you to reach out to me. and explore the idea of processing things on a more personal level with some support. Be filled with the value that you are inherent of. Be filled with the value that is who you are. Be filled with the love that is who you are. And allow yourself to experience peace because you are, because you exist. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye. Or some other day.